If you have Facebook or that technology, this is being live streamed on Facebook. And so however you do this stuff, knock yourself out. I'm a flip phone guy, so it's on Facebook if you want to just pass it on to your families. All right, we good? We good? We good? Excellent. So good morning. Good morning, Mr. Ball. How are you? I'm speaking to you as recruits. I'm sorry. So good morning, everyone. My name is Dennis Ball. I have the privilege of being the recruit programs coordinator here at the Massachusetts Fire Academy, and I'll be your master of ceremonies today. On behalf of the State Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski and the men and women of the Department of Fire Services, welcome to the commencement exercises of the graduating class 279 of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy's Career Recruit Firefighting Program. At this time, I ask you to please join me in welcoming the presiding officer of today's ceremony, State Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski, accompanied by the official party. Thank you. Please join me as we now welcome the chiefs of the departments for today's graduating recruits. Please, for the entrance of class 279 and the posting of the national and state colors. Ladies and gentlemen, class 279 was piped in by New Hampshire State Trooper Stephen Callanan. Please remain standing for our national anthem. Please remain standing for our invocation delivered by Chaplain Susan Sahowski Brown of the Massachusetts Corps of Fire Chaplains.
Oh, please be seated. God can hear us whether we're sitting or standing. So, blessed God, a spirit of hope and thanksgiving as we assemble today to celebrate the efforts and the achievements of these fine individuals, we offer our thanks, we offer our praise for all who have gone before us. We give thanks for all who have shared important lessons, experiences, and their wisdom, which have molded you into who you are and who you will become. Let us offer thanks for the commitment of skilled instructors and staff and the departments out of which each of these graduates come. All who have done what they can to make these graduates capable and honorable firefighters. And most of all, we are here to recognize you, our graduates. You have put energy, enthusiasm, and long hours and hard work into this program of training. And you will leave here ready to enter into a profession rich with traditions and values, which maintains and serves with pride. And now prepare to enter into another family that will bless you, will challenge you, will stand with you, both good days and bad days. And dear God, may you continue to bless our graduates and their families, who also have given so much to be here with you today. Blessings on all of us. With humble and joyful thanks, we say amen. So may it be.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Chaplain. Just like to introduce the stage party members. So the Department of Fire Services is a vital public service safety entity, an agency working out to keep us all safe. We provide firefighting training, obviously, because we're here today, education, fire prevention, code enforcement, licensing, fire investigation throughout the state, hazardous material responses, as well as incident support throughout the Commonwealth. The person entrusted to lead the DFS, the Department of Fire Services, is the gentleman to my left, State Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski. To the Marshal's left, the Chairman of the Massachusetts Fire Training Council, Lieutenant Paul Medeiros of the Hyannis Fire Department. The lieutenant's left. We just met the chaplain, Chaplain Susan Sahowski Brown of the Leominster Fire Department, and we were chatting just before the ceremony here, and you just celebrated an anniversary.
The Mass Corps of Fire Chaplains was
20 years with the Massachusetts Corps of Fire Chaplains and 25 years with the City of Leominster. Very nice. Thank you. And all the way down to the left, one of the founding members of the Massachusetts Fire Academy Career Recruit Program and retired Chief of Operations of the Cambridge Fire Department, Recruit Program Assistant Coordinator, Mr. Jack Gelinas. So just before we get started, just like a quick acknowledgement of our instructors and our support staff. They are fire service professionals sharing their passion of the fire service, absolutely. Emergency events occur throughout the Commonwealth daily. Each morning, as we prepare for our lesson plans, we can almost guarantee that someone at that event is now working here, all right? What that does for us, they share those experiences. They are timely lessons learned for us. It creates a lively discussion on strategy and tactics. It leads to revisions of our lesson plans, and it also leads to a growth in academic thought on our side. And as a result of that, the citizens of the Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, absolutely benefit, as well as the recruits. So thank you so much for all the instructors and the support staff. Thank you so much. And lastly, every organization has those staff members that are unseen supporting the mission. Their daily efforts make the instructors, as well as my job, as well as the recruits' experience here, absolutely seamless, and it's the backbone of our success. So I just want a real quick shout out to Christine Dansrow and Kylie McKenzie, who are my administrative assistants. Thank you, guys. So at this time, it is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce our State Fire Marshal, Peter Ostrowski.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to join you today as we celebrate the achievements of Class 279. It's my great privilege to welcome you on behalf of the men and women of the Department of Fire Services. Mr. Ball has done a great job of outlining what the department does, and I have the honor of working with a crew of consummate professionals every day here delivering services in support of local fire departments and furthering the cause of public safety here in Massachusetts. So it's really a treat to be here with you and a real honor for me to host, if you will, today's event. It's a great honor to welcome so many family and friends, so many members of the fire service. I know many in uniform, some not in uniform, who are here to welcome their recruit back and to acknowledge their great work. We have, I know also we have a couple of members of the state legislature with us who, with the administration, support the Department of Fire Services and our fire service personnel around the state every day. So I would ask if you representatives would stand up and be recognized, and thank you for your support. Welcome, and thank you for being with us. I know they're here in support of their recruits and their communities, as well as the Commonwealth's Fire Service. I want to echo Dennis's comments about our instructor corps. As I mentioned, we have a tremendous team of professionals here across the department, but in a special way today we recognize the work of our instructors. What's even more special about our instructors is that they're practitioners. They're fire service personnel who either are actively employed or retired from the fire service, who want to give back to their industry, who want to make our jobs safer, who want to support these recruits and firefighters across the Commonwealth. And across all of our programs, we benefit from the knowledge, skills, and abilities, and especially the experience and knowledge of our instructors. And there are a few of them here with us today. There are way more that are out there working to provide the services that they provide. And so let's recognize these instructors one more time for their great effort. Class 279, you made it. 10 weeks ago, you went to these halls not knowing what to expect. 10 weeks ago, you came here as individuals. 10 weeks ago, you came here carrying the title of recruit. Today, we acknowledge the hard work that you've put in, the lessons that you've learned, the sacrifices that you've made to get here and to complete the task that was in front of you. Today we celebrate the fact that you leave here carrying the title of firefighter, no longer recruit. Today you leave here answering the call, continuing to pursue your noble vocation, and that of a firefighter. Before you leave here, I want to just take a minute for a couple of reminders. First, be thankful. Be thankful for these family and friends that surround you today and that have surrounded you and who have also made great sacrifice, not only over these 10 weeks, filling in gaps while you did the work that was necessary to attain this recognition, but who have supported you to get on the job and who will support you every day of your career. We know that we put many challenges on our family as part of this job when we respond to that call, but we also know that we have that support network that's so critically important. Be thankful for these brother and sister firefighters, these chiefs of department, and all that you will serve with. I know that in some cases there are members of your class that you think you may never come across again on a fire ground. I hope you're right, because if you do, it's probably a bad day. But you know, too, that when we sign on as a member of the fire department, we sign on to a second family. Brothers and sisters who you'll spend a tremendous amount of time with, in some cases near as much as you do with your family. Brothers and sisters who surrounded you and worked with you through this effort and who will work alongside of you every single day, who make sacrifices, who, like these instructors and so many more that you'll have in the future, share their knowledge, share their experience, share the wealth of information. These chiefs, training officers, company officers, so many who will continue to support you every single day. Be prepared. Remember that today's the first day of the rest of your career. That what you leave here today with is a foundation upon which to build. There are many specialties, there are many responsibilities, and there are innumerable challenges ahead of us as a fire service. We can only meet the goals, the primary goal of making sure that we all go home safe through hard work, continuing education, and training. Take advantage of offerings at the Fire Academy, offerings in your home department, National Fire Academy, vendor trainings, college opportunities. Take advantage to put this foundation to good use, to make sure that you're ready to face today's challenges and what we face tomorrow. I encourage you to remember, the old adage, you learn something new every day, isn't just a saying in our business, it's a responsibility. I wish you well. I wish you the best for a long and healthy career. Congratulations.
So at this time, we'd like to make the presentation for the outstanding student of Class 279. I'd like to call up Lieutenant Paul Medeiros of the Hyannis Fire Department. He's representing the Massachusetts Fire Training Council to present the Richard N. Bangs Outstanding Recruit Award.
Thank you. Good morning. The Richard M. Bangs was the chairman of the Massachusetts Fire Training Council for many years. Upon his retirement, the council voted to name the Outstanding Student Award in his honor. The Career Recruit Training Curriculum is designed to train and evaluate students in the basic skills of the firefighting profession. This course is demanding both physically and academically, and completing it is an accomplishment worthy of recognition. In each class, there is one student that's selected who has excelled in the training program, and this student is named as the Outstanding Student of the class. This award is based upon the student's total academic and practical skills, testing, and evaluations. At this time, I would like to invite Chief Thomas Judge of the Concord Fire Department to join us on the stage. Chief, I am pleased to present the Richard N. Bangs Award to the Outstanding Student of Recruit Class 279 to Firefighter Michael DeRoche of the Concord Fire Department.
family members can take some photograph real quick. Great job. Yeah. Thanks, Chief. So recruit 11, congratulations on your achievement. Outstanding. Top student in each class is a very, very, very competitive event. At times we are separating scores absolutely by a tenth of 1% to get to that top student. So just to show you, illustrate how competitive this is. However, this time, there was absolutely no contest. You ran away with it. So that makes you the Tom Brady of class 279. Yes? Can you buy that? Yes. I guess? Yes. Well, Mr. Ball said yes, okay? All right. So being the GOAT of class 279, I want to satisfy myself that I actually selected the right guy for the job. We go with that? So can you tell me a few things, or tell the crowd a few things that you learned over the last 10 weeks? And be loud and speak like a man. No, from you, right here. You're under pressure now, right? No. No, talk to me. Yep, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's the low-hanging fruit. Yeah. Give me something substantive. Absolutely. So when the bell goes off, right? Are you on the spot? Yeah. Absolutely. So give me a couple things, and I'll help you out. How about teamwork? How about situational awareness? Trust your instincts. Yes? Size up. Yes? Is size up very important? All right, so what you're going to do for me right now is you're going to size up this stage. All right? And tell me what you see and what you don't see.
I see a lot of decorated firefighters.
Yeah.
Dedicated professionals.
Yep. See a couple empty chairs? Yeah. Who would be typically in one of those chairs? A guest speaker? It's empty, right? Guess who the guest speaker is? You. Come on up.
All right, let's see if this goes a little bit better than the last one did. First off, I just want to say thank you to all our families. Sorry. Our families have been with us all along the way. It's been a long, challenging 10 weeks, and they've been dragged along with everything, whether they liked it or not. Not only that, though, not only these past 10 weeks, but going forward, all the sacrifices that they're going to have to make when we're working 24-hour shifts on weekends, holidays, any kind of important event that we may potentially miss. So I thank you for that. Next, I'd like to thank all the instructors and the support staff who have worked really hard, especially those who've come from other jobs and woken up after a 24-hour shift and runs all throughout the night just to come here and make sure that we learn the material that we're supposed to know. We had several snowstorms and holidays. We all wanted to go to Lieutenant Menard's funeral, so I know there was a lot of adjustments that had to be made to make sure that material was covered, and we weren't going to come back on additional Saturdays, so very grateful for that. And lastly, I'd like to thank all of our classmates. I think all in all, we had a pretty awesome class. And, it was, like I said, a long 10 weeks, and it could have been a whole lot longer if it wasn't for you guys. So hopefully we'll all cross paths in the future, and here's to a long, healthy career.
Excellent. All right, here we go. So at this time, I'd like to call upon Assistant Recruit Coordinator Jack Gelinas to call the roll of today's graduates. Friends and families, please come on up, take some photographs. When your firefighter is called, let's rock and roll. Ready? Let's go.
Before we call the roll, I'd like to ask all the veterans in the class, all the veterans in the building, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And now from Acton, Fire Chief Robert Hart, graduating firefighter Wade Messamore, graduating firefighter Alec Pouliopoulos, and from Arlington, Fire Chief Kevin Kelly, graduating firefighter John Byrne, graduating firefighter Mitchell Cummings, and assisting in the next presentation, Arlington Police Captain Richard Flynn, who is the father of graduating firefighter Andrew Flynn. And assisting in the next presentation, Arlington firefighter Paul Flynn Sr. and Arlington firefighter Paul Flynn Jr. The father and brother of graduating firefighter Michael Flynn. Michael and Andrew are cousins. Graduating firefighter Andrew Nato. Graduating firefighter Fidel Naguera.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Time out. Hey! Get over here.
And of Bedford, Bedford Fire Chief David Grooms. Graduating firefighter Carla Saber. Graduating firefighter Christopher Snowden. Of Beverly, Fire Chief Paul Cotter. Graduating firefighter Casey DeGust. Of Concord, Fire Chief Thomas Judge. Graduating firefighter Michael DeRoche. Of Hingham, Fire Chief Stephen Murphy. Graduating firefighter Alan Fielding. Of Hopedale, Fire Chief Thomas Dage. Graduating firefighter Connor Sales. Graduating firefighter Jared Taranto. Of Ipswich, Fire Chief Andre Terrio. And assisting in this presentation, Ipswich firefighter Bob Bowen. Graduating firefighter Jack Bowen. And assisting in the next presentation, Manchester retired Fire Lieutenant Warren Grant, Jr. Graduating firefighter Warren Grant III. Of Leominster, Fire Chief Robert Sidlow. Graduating firefighter Jose Antonio Correa Alejandro. Graduating firefighter Sean Sullivan. Of Lexington Fire Chief Derek Sensabaugh. Graduating firefighter Ryan DeCourcy. Of Lynn, Fire Chief Stephen Archer. Graduating firefighter Douglas Mead. And assisting in the next presentation, Lynn Fire Captain Jay Yuva. Who is the father of graduating firefighter Anthony Yuva. Of Manchester, Fire Chief Alan Beardsley. Graduating firefighter Eric Junker. Of Mansfield, Chief Neil Oldragini. And assisting in this presentation, Braintree retired Fire Chief Robert Dyer. Who is the father of graduating firefighter Patrick Dyer. Assisting in the next presentation, Attleboro Fire Lieutenant Bruce Tondro. Who is the father of graduating firefighter Samantha Tondro. Of Marshfield, Fire Chief William Hawking. Graduating firefighter Vincent Del Vecchio. Graduating firefighter Andrew Wilkins. Of Maynard, Fire Chief Anthony Stowers. Graduating firefighter Joshua Schrader. Of Melrose, Fire Chief Edward Galina. Graduating firefighter Megan Bellasrasi. Of Rockland, Fire Chief Scott Duffy. Graduating firefighter Robert Curtin. Of Sudbury, Fire Chief John Whalen. Graduating firefighter Gabriel Frias. Graduating firefighter Alan LaRochelle. Of Taunton, Deputy Fire Chief Michael Sylvia. Graduating firefighter Keith Cloutier. Of Yarmouth, Fire Chief Philip Simonian. Graduating firefighter Paul Sparrow. And assisting in the next presentation, Arlene's retired police sergeant, Matthew Watts. who is the father of graduating firefighter Michael Watts. Graduating class 279.
Schrader sitting down someplace, or is he? There you are. Okay. All right. Now it's time to call upon the class spokesperson for 279, Joshua Schrader of the Maynard Fire Department.
There's nothing. There's a lot of people here. Good morning, everybody, and thank you all for attending Class 279's graduation today. 10 weeks ago, 35 recruits from 20 different cities and towns across the Commonwealth began our training here at the Mass Fire Academy, all with one common goal of joining the ranks of our fellow firefighters. We started out day one, moving around slow and robotic, calling each other by our recruit numbers, to today, moving and thinking like firefighters and knowing everyone by name. We went through some nerve-wracking grading days where we were ensured by Mr. Morrissey that he had some big boxes of gigs that were about to expire for that day. They had to be handed out that day, and let me tell you, they were. We became more physically fit throughout the many PTs we have had here, and if we've all learned one thing about the PTs here, is that if Mr. Doheny was here, at the end, we were definitely finishing praying to the sun gods. It never worked. It was always cold and wet. We as a class learned a lot. For instance, we won't use any names. One of us learned how to tell if something was, and if it wasn't. A whole group from the same community learned what a set of irons was. A set of irons consist of a flathead axe and a halligan, not a strongback or a truck set. All jokes aside, all 35 of us learned the ways needed to be basic trained firefighters. Whether it's days, months, or 9 years from now, it is our job to challenge ourselves going forward to continue to learn and continue to train. We collectively as a class would like to thank the Fire Marshal, our fire chiefs for giving us this opportunity, the instructors for teaching us to the best of their ability, as well as sharing common stories, and at last, our families and loved ones for dealing with us over the past 10 weeks. Your continued love and support is what got us through this, and we appreciate you. In closing, in regards to Class 279, good luck in the next upcoming years and the best job there is. Stay healthy, be safe, and best of wishes. Now we're going to dedicate our plaque. With us being here for Lieutenant Menard's passing, we dedicated it to Lieutenant Menard. So if I could have Andrew and Chris come up and present the plaque.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. So what was my over-under? Who was out there who played that game? What was the over-under of the game? How long this was going to go? Come on, betting folks out there. No, I was going to keep it short. So I'm out of whack by about a minute. So all those that were over an hour, you lose. All right. If you could please stand for the benediction. Chaplain Sahaki Brown. Sahasky.
Yeah, you did pretty good. A benediction is always a final word. You have heard everything that you need in order to be successful, and this is one other final blessing that I want to say to you. We all need something larger than ourselves, no matter what you call it. God, source, holy, whatever. You need that, and you need one another. May you know that each time you look at one another and each time you are with one another, the divine is with you. You are blessed. Go in peace. Be safe. Amen. So be it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremonies. On behalf of State Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski and the men and the women of the Fire Department, the Department of Fire Services, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this very, very special occasion. We wish each member of Class 279 all the best. 27? 27? 27? Thank you. All right. I ask that you remain standing for the departure of the official party, followed by the chiefs of the department, and then Trooper Stephen Callanan will lead out Class 279. We good? All right. Congratulations. Be safe. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. Chief, thank you. Be safe. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Thanks, Chief.